What's up everybody, my name is David. I hope you're having a great day. So in this tutorial video, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to install WP Local on your computer so you can have a local installation of WordPress. That way you can edit and design your website directly on your computer even if you don't have a shared hosting account. Then I'm going to show you how to take that website that you just designed locally on your computer and how to move that over to a live website on a shared hosting account. And then I'm going to show you how to move a live website from a shared hosting account back to WP Local because maybe you don't have access to like staging or something. Maybe you just want to have a local installation of your own website on your computer just to tinker around with the design. Anyways, if you're ready to get started, make sure to check the links in the description for timestamps and resources mentioned in the video. So let's begin.
Welcome to my laptop. Let's begin. So all you have to do is go to localwp.com up top here. And once you hit this landing page, just click on download for free right here. It'll have a nice light box right there that'll say download local. It's free and always will be. Simply choose your platform over here, what you're using. Enter in your first name, last name. You can also choose your organization type if you want, and then a work email. Then click on Get It Now. Okay, so once you enter in your information, LocalWP should start downloading automatically. Next, go ahead and follow the on-screen instructions to install LocalWP on your computer. Fantastic. So you should be looking at a welcome screen right now. Go ahead and create a free account. Once you click on that, you're going to be prompted to create an account over here at hub.localwp.com/create. So if you want to go ahead and do that, but you can also navigate back over here and click on no thanks. It's okay to report errors. We'll just click on no thanks. Okay to enable usage reporting. No thanks. And that's it. Simple as that. So if you want to create an account, you can. You don't have to. You can just begin using LocalWP right now. So click on create a new site. Okay, so now we can create a new site or create from a blueprint. So you're like, a blueprint? Start a new site with pre-installed elements like plugins and themes, blah, blah, blah. What's that? Let's X out of that. So your blueprints are right over here on the left-hand side, but you need to already have a site first, then you can save it as a blueprint. And then whenever you create a new website, it kind of copies like the pre-designed elements that you already created with a previous site. If that makes any sense. So you can save it as a blueprint. In short, we don't have any blueprints. So we don't need to worry about that. So anyways, just click down over here to add a local site. And we're going to click on create a new site right there. Click on continue, then name your site. So I'm going to call this test site. Then click on advanced options right there. Then you have your local domain and your local path. So this is fine. I'm just going to keep this as is. If you want to change the local site domain, you can change it down there if you want. Not a big deal. I'm just going to keep it as is. Click on continue. Then I'm going to leave it as preferred. And then we have to add in a WordPress username and a WordPress password and a WordPress email. So go ahead and do that. Then if we click on advanced options, we can change the language if we want. And is this a WordPress multi-site? We'll keep it as no. Then click on add site. Fantastic. Our WordPress website has successfully been installed. So you can click over here to open the site. Now it's going to open up the testsite.local. And there we go. So it looks good. Has a theme already set up. So let's navigate over here. Back over here and click on WP admin to log into the back end of our website. Now you need to enter in the username and the password that you just created. Then go ahead and click on the login button. And there you go. So we have the latest version of WordPress. And that's how you install WordPress locally on your computer. Once you have a local installation of WordPress installed on your computer, you're free to design your WordPress powered website with any type of theme and plugin that you like. Now here is my test site that I came up with. So it's testsite.local. So I want to show you how to move this site that you designed locally on your computer and how to move it to a shared hosting account. So step one to do that is you actually need to get a shared hosting account. And so in this tutorial video, I'm going to be using Bluehost for this. Bluehost is recommended by the team behind WordPress. So to get started, it's very simple. All you have to do is click on the Get Started button. Next, you should be looking at a pricing table. I personally like their basic plan. You get 10 websites. Choice Plus is also good. You get 50 websites, but you can always upgrade your account later. So I'm going to go with the basic plan. So click on Choose Plan. And then you get a free domain name for the first year with your account. So go ahead and register a domain name because all shared hosting accounts need a primary domain name on the account. Then click on Search for Domain. Then you should be looking at your cart page. So just make sure everything is correct. So you have WordPress basic hosting. You can get it for 1 year or 3 years if you want. .com is fine. You can register for a .com for 1 year up to 5 years. domain name privacy you want, and professional email trial, we don't need that. So click on the trash can. And there we go. So when you're ready, click on continue to checkout. And it's as simple as that. So I'm not going to insult your intelligence and tell you how to pay for something online. Just enter in your contact and payment information, then click on submit payment. Welcome to Bluehost. So this is your Bluehost dashboard. Now to migrate a site over to Bluehost, you first need to have a WordPress installation ready to go. So I'm going to click over here to add a site, and we're going to install WordPress. I'm going to click on continue. Then just give it a site title. You can always change this later. Okay, so I'll call it test site. And when you're ready, click on continue. Now you can connect a domain name if you want, or you can use a temporary domain name. I'm going to use a temporary domain name in this example. Then click on continue. And with a temporary domain name, you can always update the domain name later. Anyways, WordPress is installing right now. Great, it says site created. So let's click on login to WordPress. Now I'm being prompted to create a website with the AI site creator, import a WordPress site, or I'm following a tutorial. Click on I'm following a tutorial so we can be directed to the WordPress admin dashboard. Now I have an installation of WordPress on a shared hosting account, as well as my local installation of WordPress. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to install the same plugin on both environments. Over here with our local site, and over here with this temporary domain name that I have at my Bluehost account. So let's navigate over here, and we're going to click on plugins, and we're going to click on add plugin. And the plugin that we want to add in is WP Vivid, literally WP Vivid. Search for that. And then right here we have WP Vivid Migration Backup Staging. Go ahead and click on install. And now you want to do the same exact thing with your shared hosting account. So go over here to appearance, go over here to plugins, then go to add plugin, and let's type in WP Vivid, search for that, and go ahead and install that, and click on activate, and then make sure to click on activate as well. Okay, so this is the local site. We have the WP Vivid plugin activated, and we also have it activated over here. Now, the first thing that we need to do is we need to link the two sites together. And so you can do that by setting up a key. So this is very important right here. That's what you do. Click on the key right over here. The key will expire in 8 hours. We're going to do this right now, so just change that to 2 hours and then generate the key. So again, I'm on Bluehost right over here. So I'm generating the key. Click over here to copy it. Boom, we got that. Now we need to navigate back to the local site. Now, do we need key? No, we go to auto migration because we're uploading this site to the shared hosting account. So you want to go to auto migration. So click on that, and then you just copy and paste that key that you had right there. Boom. And then you can choose to upload everything, WordPress files only database. You typically want to upload everything, so just leave it as default, which is database plus files. So go ahead and click on save for the key. There we go. And now these two are linked together. So when you're ready to move, just click on clone, then transfer. And this entire process will take a few minutes to complete. Fantastic, one backup task finished. So what we've successfully done is we've sent all the data of our local WP site over to our shared hosting account. Okay, so I sent this site over and all the data and everything that it needs over to Bluehost. Now let's navigate over here to our Bluehost WordPress installation, and let's take a look at the site, and it hasn't been moved over. So there's a second step that we need to do. So now you're logged into your shared hosting account. All you need to do is click a button to restore the files that you just sent over. So to do that, you want to be under the backup and restore tab. Just scroll down. Then right down here, you should see backups, and it says received backup. Just click on this restore button right there, and as simple as that. So let me go ahead and do that. Now it says, please do not close the page or switch to other pages when a restore task is running, as it could trigger some unexpected errors. That is quite important. So when you click on this restore button, just let WP Vivid do its thing. So anyways, when you're ready, click on restore. Okay, so that took about a minute and says restore completed successfully. All right, so just logged me out because I had a different username and password. So just go ahead and log into your site again. So the username and password to log into the site is the same username and password that you're using with LocalWP, if that makes any sense. So that's why you were logged out and things changed. So just use the password that you're using for LocalWP. Anyways, it's as simple as that. And so over here, we have the test site that I just uploaded. Looks great. So I'm over here on my Bluehost account, and I've successfully migrated the site over here from WP Local. And it's as simple as that. Anyways, that's how you migrate a test site from LocalWP to your shared hosting accounts. Now I want to cover how to move a live website at a shared hosting account over to WP Local. Now there's a wide range of reasons that you would want to do that. Maybe you just want to edit and adjust your website in a testing environment. Maybe you don't have an internet connection. I don't know. But yes, it's possible to move a live website over to WP Local. Now I know what you're thinking, like, aren't we just going to do what we just did in the opposite direction? No, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Now, this is the site that I'm going to be moving over. It's just a temporary domain name with a theme and a quick little design that I set up. Now, what we need to do is we need to download a zip file. Once we get that zip file, all we do is drag and drop it over here into WP Local, and then it installs the site. It's really that simple. So how do we get that zip file? So let's navigate over here to plugins. We want to go ahead and click on Add Plugin. Then you want to search for WP Migrate Lite. There we go. So we have WP Migrate Lite right here. It's the one that's by WP Engine. So click on Install Now. Then go ahead and click on Activate. Now, once the plugin's activated, you're going to see WP Migrate Lite right here in your plugin list. Click on this little migrate link right there, and it's going to open up our dashboard. Now you want to click on Migrate right here, and we want to export this site. So go ahead and click on Export. What do we want to export? We want to export the entire site. That means everything. So the database, yep, we want the database. Media uploads, yeah, we want our pictures and whatever else we've uploaded. Themes, sure. Plugins, yes. Must use plugins, sure. Let's click on Select All right there. Then Other Files, okay. We'll click on Select All. And then WordPress core files, yes. Once you're ready, click on Export. And now exporting of the site has begun. Fantastic, the export should be complete. It took 1 minute and 1 second for this site, and your web browser should automatically begin downloading the zip file. Okay, so once the zip file has finished downloading, just save it somewhere where you can find it, and all you have to do is drag and drop it into Local. Okay, so right here, import site from archive, click on Continue. Then import the site. And the extraction of the import will begin. And that is it. It's really that simple. So I've successfully added my amazing site to my local sites over here. Let's click on Open Sites. It's using the .local extension. Everything is good to go. Anyways, that's how you export a live website on a shared hosting account and then import it into a local installation of WordPress on your computer.
So I want to answer the question of why would anyone want to do this in the first place? Because shared hosting accounts are not that expensive. You get multiple websites and you get multiple installations of WordPress. Why would you want to install WordPress locally on your machine? The first reason is development and testing. Maybe you want to play around with a custom theme or code or a plugin or whatever, and you don't want to worry about it being on a live website. Another reason could just simply be you want to learn how to use WordPress, but you don't want to pay for a shared hosting account at this time. Performance. Because WordPress is installed locally on your computer, it's lightning fast. You can access WordPress even without an internet connection because there's no server delay. Alright everyone, that's it for this tutorial video on how to install WP Local on your computer, then edit and design your website, and then how to move that website from WP Local to a live hosting environment on a shared hosting account. I also showed you how to move a live website on a shared hosting account back to WP Local for tinkering purposes, just in case you don't have access to staging. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and hit that like button. My name is David. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.